Hi, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. We are continuing the prologue quest into the Markarth DLC. We're going to talk to Gwendis.
That letter we found. I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host. I guess we need to go to the secret island, and the castle if it still exists. I won't rest until I learn the truth. The whole truth.
How exactly did we get to the secret island?
We follow the map. We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter. Fingers crossed, we'll be there faster than you can say gore apple pie.
What do we do when we get there?
Look around, and hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding. That Verandis was never a member of the Grey Host. If not, then I suppose I want to find undeniable proof that my mentor was a monster. So, can we go now?
Sure.
This still doesn't feel entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host. From Rada El Saron of all people. At least there's a map. Let's find this damned island and finish this. The cart's waiting.
This place looks cool. Wow. Ray home. Wow.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think? If we can't find something about Rada El Saron and Verandis here, then I'm not sure where else to look.
How do you want to do this?
Well, it seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps. And who knows what kind of wildlife lives here.
What kind of traps?
I don't know. Something gothic and ridiculous. I don't like to generalize, but vampires tend toward the dramatic. Just be careful. We won't learn anything about Verandis and the Grey Host if we go and get ourselves killed.
Let's go look around the island then. This is cool. We haven't been on an island yet. This really reminds me of the Frozen Throne in World of Warcraft of Northrend.
What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? That crystal thing clearly reacted. It pulsed as I approached it.
You think it's some kind of trap?
Well, it hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not. I've seen something like this before, part of a ward. I think it responds to the presence of a vampire, like those sigils we saw.
What do we do when they see these crystals?
Now that they're awake, it should be simple enough to deactivate them. I'm not sure if your eyes are as good as mine, but I think I see a few more up ahead. I'll keep watch while you deal with the crystals.
Okay. Deactivate.
Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Alright, we got a few. And this place looking snazzy. Like a gothic castle in the middle of a frozen island.
You're pretty good at this.
Well, it's not exactly hard. Where's the one? Yeah, there's one up here, I think. Yep.
Good job. Let's find another ward crystal.
Probably would almost kill me jumping down from there. No. There we go.
That was definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
Hello, can I not mount now? How was I in combat?
The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside. I hate to admit it, but this place is impressive.
Creepy. That's what I was gonna think.
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
What do you mean unconventional?
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
How will Verandis' blood going to help us?
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. I'll leave it here on the table for when you're ready. I'd drink it myself, but a dreamwalk requires an impartial participant.
Alright.
Dangerous? Not usually. The potion mixes alchemy and magic, Verandis' own design. It lets the imbiber experience the memories of the person whose blood is added to the concoction. The potion is on the table. Make sure you drink the whole thing.
Sounds completely normal.
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis.
What is wrong with her face?
Lord Rada El Saron will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
I'm no Exarch, dear Faustine. I want nothing to do with grandiose titles or the army.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't keep the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfinia and Zingalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you. I will inform you once your crates have been moved to the study set aside for you.
Alright. So, those are two people we killed in Greymoor. So that's interesting.
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me?
When you see Lord Rada El Saron, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
You were mortal once.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I suggest is that we live in peace with mortals. They outnumber us, after all.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty Hircine has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I will not stop trying to convince you that my course is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada El Saron continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense. Greyholm is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch the blood spray against the dirt.
You know that's not the right way.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such things? Lord Rada El Saron should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Well, she's not a fan. So we need to talk to Zingalis. I bet Zingalis is also not a fan.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected went mad, Zingalis. The experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself, to control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
One failure was more than enough. Even power, such as you describe it, is not worth the cost.
Cost? What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
We're not gods, Zingalis. We are their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada El Saron can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
I hope you do.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend.
Alright, so we need to talk to Rada El Saron. That's the leader of the Grey Host. He's got an official title, but I can't remember what it was. These are all, those two are characters that we killed in Greymoor. So, this is all, I guess, before all that?
Verandis, my friend. At long last. How good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
You built a grand castle, old friend, but I must know, have you considered my request?
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals are not as you remember them. Empress Hestra would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verandis, but you need not.
You can't continue to war against the mortals. There are simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verandis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
I believe in the Grey Council, not Singray's Grey Host. An alliance would protect us all.
Enough talk of alliance.
Oops, well. Find Verandis' study. Okay. Accidentally
Lord
exit.
Verandis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
What is this person doing? Dancing in a fountain? That's weird. So this guy doesn't seem like a bad guy, actually. What was that? Graphical bug.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the Dreamwalk Potion and drink it.
Yeah, so Verandis is trying to help, it looks like. Gwendis?
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you all right?
I went to Verandis' study in the dream and tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dreamwalk. But did you say Verandis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
He was, and something called the Great Council, but he wanted to make peace with the mortals.
Sounds like Verandis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
No, he argued for the alliance with mortals. He truly wanted peace.
Then he didn't lie to me. He's still the man I know and trust. He left out a few things, of course, but I'll deal with that another time. That study of his, it might still be here. Can you lead me to it?
I can lead you to the study. What? Upper level? Yeah, this place is basically trashed.
After all this time, his scent lingers in this place.
That's a lot of words.
Did you find the journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing! What did it say?
Verandis attempted to resurrect humans and vampires using stone husks.
Let me see that. Huh. Ritual simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost.
I think Zingalis used his research to resurrect the Grey Host in Skyrim.
Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them. You know, when a vampire dies, our souls go to Cold Harbor, to Molag Bal. This may be our chance to get answers directly from a member of the Grey Council.
You want to put a member of the Grey Council out of Cold Harbor?
Why not? They're evil. Who cares what the ritual does to them? We have to interrogate them and find some weakness. Some way to stop the Grey Host. Go downstairs and find the reliquary Verandis wrote about. Then meet me in the ritual chamber.
Okay.
Get the reliquary and meet me in the ritual chamber.
Wrong way, I guess. But we're gonna have to attack these guys.
Fight? Good.
Reliquary, we got it. Enter the ritual chamber. Okay. The aesthetic is really unique in this whole area. Very gothic, vampire-esque. Alright, so we need to...
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual.
Okay. Who are we bringing back? Somebody we killed in Greymore, I guess?
Good. Now place the reliquary. The ritual. It's working. Don't move, Exarch. We've got questions.
So hungry.
Fine. You want to fight? Let's do this.
Torvin. I don't remember Torvin.
We just want to talk.
I don't think we're gonna kill this thing.
I can't now.
Underestimating you was their last mistake.
Verandis, what are you doing here?
Who do you think sealed this place, child? I came as soon as my wards were disturbed.
Verandis, you should have told me about the Grey Council.
So you know, Gwendis. Come, let us all speak outside.
Okay, so he's not a bad guy. Interesting.
So you're the one who helped my ward Gwendis with her inquiries. If I had been completely honest with her, I could have saved you both the trouble. Please, accept my apologies.
Why didn't you tell Gwendis about the member of the Grey Council?
That was the ancient past. There was no reason to mention my involvement with the Grey Host. I never imagined they would return. Rada El Saron and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, but to no avail.
I dreamwalked through your memories. I saw what you said to him and the others.
You saw? Then know that I regret not trying harder. If I pushed, could I have averted the war? I suppose we'll never know. Regardless, Gwendis informs me that Rada El Saron may be alive, and somehow the Grey Host has returned to threaten our world.
So what happens now?
Now I take up the mantle of what you and Gwendis started. We must find out what this revived Grey Host plans, and devise a way to stop them. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will continue to aid us.
I'll be ready when you call. Alright?
I started looking for information about the Grey Host and discovered that my mentor had a hand in their creation. Verandis may have kept his past a secret, but at least we know he opposed their plans for conquest. He wasn't a part of their war.
Verandis promised to help you find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret, but we'll work it out, eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him, that he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
You're going to work with him on this.
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way. I'll help in whatever way I can, and once we know more, we'll send for you. I figure you want to see how this ends just as much as we do.
Okay.
Take this, my friend. You earned it. For helping me learn more about Rada El Saron and the Grey Host, and for discovering the true connection between Verandis and the Grey Council. When you're ready for a reckoning, House Ravenwatch will contact you.